Lovely. Okay, so starting nice and tall. Shall we just have a little go with the ball? Pop it on your feet. Have a little roll through. Yeah. Good. Just make sure you get all through the sole of your foot, through the heel, on the inside of the foot, and then the out, and then through the toes. And let's curl the toes over so that it just makes it feel a little bit sore. Good. And then a good old press down. And then pop your foot, the toes on the floor, leave the heel on the ball, bring your feet hip distance, and then float on the ball. Whoa. Hold on, remember, to something if you need to. And then pop that foot down, and then swap. Good. Roll through. And just heel, and then over the toes, and then stand on the ball. Okay. So the heel, and then up, up, and then down. Brilliant. Okay. So put the ball away. And then from here, just to have a little balance. So your feet feel really grounded on the mat. And we're just going to take the foot up into tabletop, the leg up into tabletop, standing tabletop. And then from here, we're just going to lift the arms out to the side. Hold that position. Good. Then take that leg out. Bring it back. And out. And back. And out.
Hold on, darling.
Barbara, you couldn't ask you to mute your video, could I?
Oh, sure, yeah, no problem.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No problem.
And then
no problem. I've got a sprained foot, so I'm doing it sitting down.
Okay. From here, take your arms out again, tabletop, and then
where's
out.
it gone?
Oh. In fact, I could possibly do it, maybe, quickly. Oh, you've done it, you've done it. Lovely. So we're there, balancing, and out. Good. From here, float onto your toes. Bend your knees over your toes. Come back up, float onto your toes. Bend your knees. So put your feet flat down and bend your knees. And then on the toes. So just getting that little stretch to the back of the calves. Good. Now from here, bend those knees so they go over the toes again. Just hold there and then bring your heels off the mat. Pop the heels down and then bring the heels. So you're trying not to go like this with your body. Keep your body still, and it's just the heels that come off the floor. Like that. Good. Then from here, straighten the legs and then sit down. So the knees stay behind the toes, and then come back up. And then sit down. Then from there, come from there and then bring your hands onto the floor, down onto your knees. Just a little stretch through the spine in a cat stretch. And then untuck. And then a little stretch. And untuck. Good. And a little stretch again. From there, nice flat back. Tuck those toes under behind you and lift your bottom up into a down dog. So you're just stretching through the whole body. And then press the left heel to the floor and just keep the right set of toes on the mat and then swap. So just do this gently to start with. And then as you feel your stretch, you maybe get more of your heel on the mat. As I say, some people have already got their heels probably fully on the floor. When you're pressing your chest towards your body. Good. Then come up onto the toes and then bend the knees and set them back down. Then untuck the toes, send your bottom back towards your heels. Take your hands back so that you can now come up onto your knees. From here, just take your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Lift your chest and extend back, but keep your hips still. And then down. Then hands onto the floor and into a cat stretch. Out of the cat stretch, slide those hands back, lift them to the ceiling, lift the chest and extend. Hands to the floor, tuck the toes now, lift the knees. Then the bottom to the ceiling, into a down dog. Then back down, all the way, untuck the toes, into a cat stretch, out of the cat stretch, hands back, up onto the knees, and look and lift the chest. One more. So we're going to go down, tuck the toes, into a down dog. We're going to come up onto the toes, down, then hover above the floor, set the knees down, untuck the toes, slide the hands back, tall, and lift the arms to the ceiling and lift the chest. Good. From here, take the right foot forward as far as you can, and then let this part of your body sink forward. Okay, so we're going to get a stretch on your hand, on your hip flexor here. I'm just going to hold it there. Don't push it because you haven't really done a lot yet, so it's going to be nice and warm, warming up a bit. Then from here, transfer the weight and lift that foot up so the heel is on the mat. Now, to make that a bit of a better stretch, you're just going to lean forward and lift your bottom, so as if you want to send it towards the ceiling, and you'll get a bigger stretch there. Good. From there, take that leg back, send the other leg forward as far as you can. Let the body travel. Hold there. And then send the weight back. Heel stays on the mat, foot flexes towards you. Even let the toes come towards your nose. Slide forward gently and then lift that bottom or the other side and you get a really big stretch. Good. Take that foot back. Keep your toes untucked and just sit down onto your heels. Good. From there, come back up, tuck those toes, and then go to sit down on your bottom. Now, on your heels. So again, this toe here, side of the foot, is very stiff, so I can't get all the way down. But you're trying to just go and just get as much of a stretch to his feet and toes as you can. Lovely. And then from here, untuck. You're going to go back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. Send your bottom up into a down dog. And then slowly walk back up. So that you're peeled over now, touching the floor hopefully. Knees slightly soft if you want, or try and straighten them up. Out. And then from there, pull those tummy muscles in and peel back up. Good. Grab a hold of your band. We're just going to stand on the band. Here, we're going to pop it down. We're going to put both feet on the band, so the band is behind us. Take the hand and pop it onto the band, and then take it round behind you. Okay? So we're keeping our elbow up here. The elbow stays there, and you're just going to straighten your arm. So we're going to do 4, 5, 6. Now what I do, if it's pulling on your top, I just put my hand on the band behind me and just lift it out like that. So it doesn't pull on your hair. Good. Now take that hand down. Just change your grip. So you put your hand in the palm of your hand so that your palm is facing out. And then we're going to lift and back and lift and back and up and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Good. This time take the hand all the way up to the ceiling and lean directly to one side. Breathe in here and exhale. And 3 more. We're going to lift and extend. Take this hand and send it towards the floor. Good. And 3 and 4. Good. Then take the hand back into this position and we're just going to do 10 more triceps. So elbows stay still. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Take the band, swap it to the other side. I'm just going to sort this out so I'm a bit skew with. So you stand nice and tall. Take the band behind you. I'm going to do 10 to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then make sure you've got your palm facing forward. So the band comes out the bottom there. And we're going to go up. 1, 2. So you can make this a little bit harder or easier depending upon what you want to do. That's it. And we've got 2 more. Good. And then from here, take the band back. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. Up to the side. We're going to lift and over. 1. And pull those tummy muscles in. And 2. And 3. And 4. Oh, 1 more. And last one. Good. Then from here, back to the tricep. So we're going to lift up, pull the tummy muscles in, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Brilliant. Then take the band off. We're just going to take it up and over our shoulder, our head, just to loosen those shoulders. Just to feel changing the pain from one bit to the other. Good, and over. Excellent. Brill. Then take your band and you're going to pop it under both feet. Okay? So we're going to stand here. We're going to go in, we're going to take a hold of our band, so we've got it in our palms, and we've got our knuckles facing forward. We're going to go into a squat, and we're going to hold the squat. So we're going to just go in, like here, into the squat, and then we're going to take those arms, and we're going to bring them up like that. So from the front, it looks like that. You're holding your squat. You should be able to see your toes. And we've got 5 more. Pull those tummy muscles in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Excellent. take that band and make it wide like that. So you've got a wide squat. Okay. We're now going to sit down again. Keep our elbows into our body, and we're going to bicep. 1, 2, 3. Pull those tummy muscles in. 4. Support your back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Stand tall. Good. Then we're going to go into a squat, keeping our arms straight. We're going to go into a wide leg squat and take our arms forward to shoulders height. So we're going to go down and take our arms forward. Now you can just lose the band. You don't have to use the band. What I don't want you to have is a sore neck, okay? When I come down and I move my arms, I can feel tension at the base of my shoulder blades because my muscles there are working to stop my shoulders from traveling up towards my ears. Good. And relax. Bring those feet back together into hip distance. This time, you're going to bend your knees so your knees are going to go over your toes. So your calves are going to stretch out. So you're going to bend those knees, and I can feel that in my calves. Hold that position, and then take your band back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stand tall. Use the band now, so you've got a little bit of tension. You take a breath, nod the chin, and slowly peel down. And the band will get looser as you come down. You touch towards the floor, pull those tummy muscles in. The band will tighten, and then stand tall and roll the shoulders. We're going to go over, pull those tummy muscles in, keeping that bottom reasonably still. Straighten out those legs, touch the floor. Breathe in, pull those tummy muscles in. Peel back up, roll the shoulders. One more. Big breath. Nod the chin, slowly peel over. And big breath, peeling up. And roll. Excellent. Fab. Grab a hold of the band again. Just take it into your hand and pop it up and over behind you. Good. Excellent. Just pop the band down on the floor by the side of your mat and just grab your roller. We're just going to do some inner arm work. So you take your roller and you put your hands on either side, okay? From here, we're just going to bring it just out in front of you. Roughly, my hands are roughly just in line with my shoulders, are slightly lower. And then from here, all we've got to do is we're going to press the hands into the roller. So you take a breath, and as you exhale, you press the hands and release. And you press your hands and release. Just do that and release. And what happens is just in here, you'll notice some tension in your muscles. So we push and back and push and push and push. Good. A couple more. 2 and 1. Now, hold the tension. So we're going to keep the roller, hold the tension, and as we do that, keep the hips still and rotate. A little bit of tension on that roller and back. And then all the way around. Tension and back. And return. Good. Couple more for me. And round. Good. And round. Last one. You just feel those muscles working. Now, again, this time you're going to take the band, the roller, you're going to press it to the roller and you're going to push it up. Press and bring it back down. And push it up and press. And down. And up. And down. and up. So a little bit of effort through the end of the roller and up. Good. Pop the roller down, just leave it to one side. And then from here, open your legs wider than hip distance. Keeping the legs wide. Your feet can be any position there or straight, whichever feels good for your knees, okay? There. Now, think about the weight distributed on the outer edge of your foot so that you almost feel like you're rolled onto the outside, but the foot is still, all the toes are still on the floor. From here, you're just going to slide down. We're going to go as far as you're happy to go. We're going to hold that, and then we're going to send the right foot hand to the left knee, keeping that squat, so the left foot, sorry, keeping that squat, and then we're just going to go over. We don't have to touch, we're just keeping that knee bent, we're in that squat, and we're just going to go over. So it's a very shallow saw, but we're keeping our bottom still, and we're keeping these hips open. Good. Now put your hands down onto the floor and then just settle that bottom down a little bit closer to the mat. Okay? And then send your bottom from side to side. You don't have to straighten out the legs. You're just keeping the weight through the bottom. And as you do that, you'll feel your hips stretch a little bit. Good. Now, in that position, push your knees out as much as you can. So you're thinking about those knees going out. Now, I put my hands on the inside of my knees and just use them gently to open out my knees. And then sink a little bit further. Good. Then straighten up and just hold your position and just breathe there. And then come down again. Good. Now we're going to come back up again, straighten, and then we're going to bring our legs in so that they're not hip distance, slightly wider than hip distance, and then we're going to come into a little crouch like this. Now, my feet turn out to the side, your feet might go straight. Well, I'd like you to try and keep the heels on the floor, okay? And then pop your elbows into your knees and just hold them there. And just a little tiny bounce. Good. Then use your hands to push you back up. So your legs are straight. Then slowly peel back up. Good. Now, from there, come onto the left leg and then bring your right knee up. And then we're going to swing that leg round. Whoa. I'm going to swing it round. And then we're going to swing it round. Good. Pop onto the other leg. We're going to bring it to tabletop and then swing and swing and swing. Brilliant. Fabulous. Now, from here, we're going to have a little lie down. I think we need a little lie down now. Do a little lie down. Take your roller with you. We'll just have a little quick massage through the back, just so that you can feel your body a little bit more on that mat. So we'll start with the roller on mid-spine. So we'll pop it down. I'm going to come towards the roller, pop our elbows onto it, and just get yourself into that position. So the roller is, I feel that just at the base of the shoulder blades, okay? So hold that. Keep your hands behind your head to support you, so you're looking straight ahead, so there's no weight going back with your head. And then from here, take your bottom off the floor and just roll up the spine a bit and come back to your start point. So we're just rolling through. Good. Nice. Flattening out that spine. So if you've got a kyphosis, which is a curve out from the spine, this is really good. It really helps to try and flatten that and stretch it. Good. And then from here, pop your bottom down, back to where you started, and then still holding your hands, just allow the spine to curve over the roller. Now, don't let your head drop back, you're just holding it, keeping it safe, keeping your neck safe, and just embrace that, and just take a deep breath. Then, come back to your start position and just roll onto the side. So you're here, just like that. And then little rolls forward and back. So you can take your hand down, which will take the pressure off the roller. So if that's quite sore, if you put your elbow down, put your hand down, you can make it a little bit lighter on the area. Or if you're going for the whole hog, ho-ho, there we go. And then from there, roll back and roll directly onto the other side. Just feel that. Good. Now, come from here, sit up. Then take the roller and pop it underneath your knees. So we're here. I'm going to roll down and hopefully feel like that. I feel like, for me, because I've got quite rounded shoulders, when I do that, most of my shoulders go on the mat. I tend to do this a little bit, but that feels a lot more comfortable. I've got my roller just below my bottom. I'm going to lift, peel all the way up into a shoulder bridge, grab a hold of that roller and pop it underneath my bottom. So it's fully on my bottom. And from here, you can start by just rolling gently from side to side. Now, I hold my roller in place, stop it from slipping out. Good. And then when you feel happy with that, so I think I start like that because it's sometimes a little bit sore. Then when I'm happy, I take one leg off and roll just to that side. And then pop that down and swap. And then if I think, oh, that's not so bad today, I then add both in and then roll. Now, from here, as you roll out to the side, this is mainly, for me, here, and the other side is the most tender. And that's where, if I'm right, is where your ITB, the band that goes down the side of your leg, starts to insert in there. And that's where you get a lot of tension. Now, then I just take my legs and then draw little circles with my knees. Good. Now, pop the leg down, followed by the other. Okay? Then just slip the roller out. Let your bottom go down. And then from here, I just remove the roller and pop it by your side. And hopefully it won't crack you on the head. Good. Here in my amazing studio. From there. Okay, now from here we're going to keep our feet and knees near the bottom and then roll through the pelvis. And because you just rolled through the roller, when you do circles, you should be hopefully be able to identify which part of the spine and the bottom is touching on the mat. You should get more connection. Now reverse. And as you can see, I've got my knees moving. They're quite happy, just while I get going. And then once I've feel a little bit happy with the direction, I try to keep my knees a little bit more stable. And then reverse that move again. That's it. Good. Now, from here, grab a hold of your band. And we're going to take it onto one foot. Oh, she says. We've got a hold of it. And our other foot is near the bottom. And from here, we're going to I'll put this on the floor to lift us straight up into a shoulder bridge. No peeling, we're just going to lift straight up, which means there's pressure through that leg from the beginning. So you take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to push up, okay? And then you're going to come back down. Then pull the tummy muscles in and push up and down. Good. Push up and down. Now we've got a hold of this leg, got our elbow on the mat. This time we're going to push up. We're going to push that leg away, point and flex the foot, bring it back up and down. So we're going to push up, bring the leg down, point, flex, point and return and down. So we're going to push, down, point, flex, point, return. We've got 2 more. Push, lengthen, point, flex, point, return and down. And last one. Up, down, point, flex, point, return. And excellent. Good. Then from here, take the band, pop your other foot up, take that one out. Remember, return it so the foot to the floor so it's near the bottom. So you've got some help to push that bottom up. First of all, we're going to just do 4. We're going to push up. So take a breath. We're going to come up and down and up and down. So you pull your tummy muscles in and push and down and push and down. This time, we're going to add the other leg. So we're going to push up, down, point, flex, point, return, and down. And up, point, flex, point, return, down. 2 more. Up, point, flex, point, return, and down. Last one. Up, point, flex, point, return, and down. Good. Take the band, so you're holding it one end in each hand. Pop the band between the knees. Pop the band over both feet even. Now from here, we're just going to take our band. We're going to lift those heels to the ceiling. We're going to drop those legs as far as we're happy to. We don't want to arch our back, okay? Pull our tummy muscles in. And then we're going to come back. I'm going to set my elbows on the floor, that's easier. So we're going to go down and back up. So you might just be doing this. That's fine. What we're looking for is that you feel that your tummy muscles are working and that your back isn't arching. As soon as you go and your back starts to arch, then that's too much, okay? But by using the band, you've got a little bit of safety there. So if you find it's easy with the band, yeah, you can take the band away, which is no problem. That makes it much harder. But if you've got the band, you get a bit more control and you don't run the risk of letting your tummy go and causing your back to be sore. And you're still getting a workout on your tummy. Remember, you can always just do one leg and keep the other leg straight. So that's how you can take it down a notch. Or stick with both legs. Now leave those legs down. Bring those arms by your side. And have a really good hold of this band. Take a big breath in. Nod that chin. Exhale and slowly peel up. Oh, good. Then from here, we're going to slide those legs into tabletop. Roll back. Arms overhead, legs straight, back, and roll back up. Good. So we're going to come rolling back, control, 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 head down, arms overhead, legs away. Now you can just do arms overhead or legs away, or you can just roll and roll back up, okay? Nod the chin, push down and roll back up. Got 2 more. So we're going to roll back, Control, control, control. Here. Good. Tabletop. Arms overhead. Push those legs away. Come back. Take a breath. Nod the chin. Roll. All the way up. And roll. This is the bit. This bit here. Tummy tight. Tummy tight. All the way down. Good. Slide those knees in. Now, tummy tight here. Everything works. And back. Nod the chin. And slowly peel up. Whoa, fast in my case there. Now, take those legs out in front of you. Grab the band so that your hand is like that. And you're going to put your band through the thumb and forefinger. So your knuckles are facing the ceiling. Okay? That just gives you a good position to have your arms. Okay? Elbows into the body. So my knuckles now are coming out to the side. Sitting as tall as I can, and I'm just going to pull my elbows back and pull and pull. So I've got 3 more, and I'm sitting tall, she says, leaning back. I'm leaning back, that's not good. Now, roll back a bit off the sit bones so you can feel your tummy. And away we go again. 1, 2, 3. Now think about that long neck. Don't let those shoulders go up to your ears. Good. Good. Now, a little bit more. Roll back. And we go. 1, 2, 3. A little bit more. And 1, 2, 3. And all the way up. And let the band loosen and just all the way over. Good. Reach towards the toes. Excellent, she says. Reaching. Good. Now from here, come all the way, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take the band now and we're going to put it so our knuckles are facing the floor. Yeah, sorry, our knuckles are facing outside, but the rest of our hands are facing the floor like that, because we're going to be pulling back like this. So we're going to go here and we're going to pull, keeping our arms reasonably straight, slight bend and back. Now roll back a bit more. And a bit more. And now we've got that bend going. And one more. And back. Excellent. Grabbing the band, we're going to do an upright row this time. So we're going to bring our elbows up, out to the side like that, and our knuckles towards our nose. So we're going to roll back again. So we'll sit tall to start with. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go half roll back, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going a little bit further, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, a little bit further, and 1, 2, 3. One more time, a little bit more. Head still on the floor. 1, 2, 3, and up. Now, remember, when you go, if you're going to go back to the video, you don't have to go all the way down. You can stay here. If you feel your tummy is working and you're doing something and it's tight and you're getting some work from your arms, that's all that matters. Don't take it all the way back if it's too much, okay? Because it's better to do a few like this than go all the way down and then think to the next morning, I'm going to kill Mo. I don't really want that. Thank you. Now, from here, we're going to roll back again, and we're going to take this right hand and just open it. We're not turning, we're just taking the hands out. So we're in that half roll back, but we're just moving those hands out to the side. There's no rotation. I'm still looking just above my toes, but I can feel that in my tummy. Oh, and again. And last one. Roll all the way down. Whoa, great. Take the band off and then just roll onto your tummy. Now, I'd like to just do your hip flexors with the roller, okay? Because this helps with your extension. So if you grab your roller again, you won't so much to worry about the quads, and you're just going to pop the roller here and lean over it. Okay, so my roller is at the top of my thighs. Okay, now this is a little bit sore for the gentleman, okay? So you don't maybe have to do it, but what we do is roll just at the tops of your thighs. And then roll, take the weight onto one side and just roll in there. Good, and then swap over, take the weight and roll into the front of the hip. So you can put your legs down, you don't have to take lots of weight. You're just trying to flatten that area out so that when you lie flat, you feel that there's more of your body on the mat. Good. Now, just from there, bring yourself back up, pop your roller again away, and then when you're ready, just lie on your tummy. Now, just because I've done that, I can feel this part of my body more in connection with the floor, okay? Take your hands and just pop them underneath your forehead. And from there, take a breath and just lengthen out through one leg, followed by the other. So your toes are reaching away from your hips. Focus here on just breathing into the nose and out to the mouth, and just using your tummy muscles. So you're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, you're just going to pull your tummy muscles away from the mat. Don't do anything with your bottom. You're just thinking about those tummy muscles lifting away from the mat. The body stays flat. You're just using the muscles. So you let them go, take a big breath, and then pull those tummy muscles in again. And release. And breathe in. And exhale. And pull those tummy muscles in. Good. Now at the bottom, so you're going to breathe in. Pull those tummy muscles in first, and then tighten the bottom. So there's a whole strength. There's a lot of strength there, holding everything in place. And then let go of the bottom, and then let go of the tummy. So everything is relaxed again. So you're going to breathe in, tummy tight, then tighten those buttocks, and then everything is solid. Let go of the bottom, and then let go of the tummy. Okay? Just to stop yourself from overusing your bottom. This is the whole point of this exercise, just to make sure you use your tummy properly. So from here, you're going to breathe in. You're going to pull those tummy muscles in. You're going to tighten the buttocks, and then you're going to float both legs. And you're going to pop them down. Let the bottom and the tummy go. So you breathe in, tighten the tummy, tighten the buttocks, then float those legs. Let them down, let the bottom go, and then the tummy. And tighten everything, good, and float. And back down. And tighten and float. Good. This time, add in your arms, okay? So again, you can stick with just the legs, or you can add both arms as well. So we're going to breathe in. Bottom tight, buttocks tight. Now they have to really work. You lift your arms, your head, and your legs. Now that's 4 times the weight. 4 limbs, okay? Breathing in. And those limbs weigh heavy on the core. So you have to work your tummy. You don't want your back to be sore. Take a breath. Tighten everything and float. Good. And float. And float. Jolly good. Bring those hands back in so that the elbows are really into the body. We're going to take a breath in, pull those tummy muscles in, peel all the way up, push up through the hands, okay? Hold there, and then I want you to bend your elbows halfway and push back up. And bend your elbows halfway and push back up. And half. Push back up. And 3 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Peel all the way down. Good. Take those arms back out in front of you. Lengthen them away, lengthen those fingertips away from those toes, making your body nice and long. Take a big breath in and exhale. One more. And exhale. Good. Now, take those arms out so that they're out by the side. So the elbows are in line with your shoulders and the hands are in line with the elbows. From here, we're going to lift the whole of the upper body. So you take a breath, tighten those tummies, tighten those buttocks, and float. And down. And float. And down. Draw everything in, everything tight. And down. And up. And down. Two more. And down. And down. Good. Now, from here, take a breath. As we exhale, we're going to float. We're going to send the arms out, and we're going to send them back. We're going to send them out and back. You've got three more in this position. Out and back. Out and back. And out and back. Now, remember, again, if you go through the video, you might do that, and you might do one, and that's fine. Come back down, have a little rest. Okay? Just because I'm witching on and counting, you can then just do what you want. But just to make sure that whatever you do it is correct. You're not hurting yourself. Now, from there, come back into a cat stretch. So we're going to be on all fours. We're going to take our bottom out to the side, and we're just going to circle through the base of the spine. So you've got your tailbone. Just draw a circle behind you. Just loosen off. And then take it the other way. Good. And then from here, return to a shell stretch. Take your arms out in front of you. And then come back, and we're going to lie onto our back. So you're going to come all the way around, lie on your back. I'll just move my mat again away from the wall. We're back here. We've got our arms up to the ceiling, and then we're going to bend their elbows, and then we're going to take them down. So your elbows on the floor, and then you're going to try and get these hands on the mat. Okay. Now you might be like that, or you might have them fully on the floor. From here, I'd like you to take a breath, and as you exhale, if you've got an arch in your spine, send that arch towards the floor. So you're tipping your pubic bone a little bit, and you're making your back feel like it's fully on the mat. Now, if you've got a big lordosis, that's going to be hard. But what that does is it sends the ribs down, and it forces more of a stretch. When I say forces, but it persuades here to stretch a bit more for your pecs. Now, from here, keep that position, bring your elbows up, and then take them back out and pop them onto the mat. And then up and back. Now, from there, we're now going to take those elbows, keep them on the floor, and travel those hands. So we're going back and forth. Pull those tummy muscles in. Keep that spine and those ribs low, and just let those arms go forward and back. Good. Now, from here, take those arms up. Your feet and knees are together, okay? And then we're just going to roll directly onto one side, like that, okay? We're here. We're going to take both legs up, and we're going to take one arm to the ceiling, okay? Stretch back. Both feet are off the floor. In that position, you're going to do 4 clamps. So you're reaching back. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have your head up or down, and then you're going to come back. Put your feet down. We're going to come back up here. We're going to take our arms all the way over again. Reach back, head relaxed, and 4 clamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. And back. Straighten out the legs. From here, take one arm up to the ceiling. Lift both legs away from the mat and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold there now. Flex the feet. 1, point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And lower. Good. Take your arms and roll gently. So bend your knees and roll back all the way over to the other side. Okay? I shall come round this side so I can demonstrate. So we're here. Our arms are out. Feet are off the floor. We're going to take that arm up and over behind you as far as you can. You're going to reach. Keep your head relaxed. You've got your feet and knees together. You're going to lift one and down and lift and down. Big stretch through the upper body. 3 and 4. Come back. Good. And then we're going to lift again. Come all the way over. And knee. And knee. So you're going to reach as far as you can. 3 and 4. Come back. Knee, feet goes down. Lengthen through the body. Arm up to the ceiling. Float both legs. And we're going to go 1, 2. Now remember, you can keep that bottom leg down if you want to. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 2 more. Good. Now hold those legs up. Flex and point. 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 Hold. Down. There. Good. Now from here, roll back onto your back for me. Or should I say roll onto your back? From here, take your hands behind your head. Bring your right leg into tabletop. Then straighten out the right leg. Flex the heel to the ceiling. Hold that leg still. Take a big breath in, nod the chin, and do an oblique over to that straight leg. Pushing that leg up, but setting the bottom on the floor. The bottom is pushed down onto the mat. The heel is pushed up to the ceiling. And you're going to over towards the knee. Keeping both buttocks heavy on the mat. Press that foot down. Let the head relax. Press the other leg up to the ceiling. Buttock heavy. Keeping them heavy. Foot flex. And away we go. 1. And and 2 more. And good. Bring those knees now into tabletop. Let your head go down. So we're in tabletop. Our feet are flexed towards us. Take a breath and we're going to go over to one side. Straighten the legs up. Come up in the middle. Bend the knees and go over to the other side. Straighten the legs up. Push. Go into the middle. Tabletop to the side. Push the legs up into the center, tabletop to the other side. Push, center, tabletop to the side. Push, center, tabletop to the side. 1 more on each side. Center to the side. Center to the side. Relax, bring those knees into the body. So again, all of that can be done with both legs down, so you can go middle, center, middle, or keep one leg up and go center, side, side, and then repeat. Center, side, side. So you can mix it up to whatever level you feel like. Feet together, let those knees drop out and just let them have a little bounce. And then back to the center. We're going to roll onto our side, use our hands to push us up so we can come up into a shell stretch. So we're holding a shell stretch like that. Then we're going to come up onto our knees. Make sure we've got some balance with our hands out in front of us, keeping this bit nice and straight, nice and tall. Come back, we're going to give ourselves a quad stretch. So that's your quad stretch. Hold it there, pull those tummy muscles in. Tighten your bottom, send your hips forward, just tighten your bottom, big old stretch. Then come back. Then we're going to take one foot forward. As we did to start with, we're going to send that knee forward, still behind the toes. Hip flexor on the back here. Come back. Hamstring stretch. Swap legs. Forward. And then back. You can sit, give a little stretch. Come bring that foot back. Hands onto the floor, tuck those toes. Hands come back, send the bottom up. When you're standing nice and tall, do that slowly. Take one step forward. So your hip distance, both feet are facing forward. You're just going to take the front leg and bend that front knee. Keep that back heel down. Okay? Try and keep those feet forward. Then take this leg and bring it forward. So it's still hip distance. And the foot is just roughly behind the heel of the front foot, but still hip distance. That's important. Bend both knees. Stretch on the lower calf at the back here. Good. Keep this leg where it is. Take the other one back, step back. Hip distance. And then lean into the front knee. Then bring that front leg in, back leg in, sorry. Bend those knees. Lower calf stretch. Big hip distance. Both arms out. Stretch away. And then take those arms all the way behind you. Then bring them forward. Clasp the fingers together. Drop the head and send the hands forward. Take those arms to the ceiling. Circle those arms round. Relax those arms, lift the right ear. Then the left ear. Then the right. And then the left. Standing tall, let those shoulders relax. Lift those shoulders to the ears and drop them. And then lift and drop. And then one more lift and drop. Hold that position. Take a big breath in and exhale. And one more. And there we go. Thank you very much. Just stop the recording.